Hi, Robin with Oxy-Dry, and today we've got something to look at. I found this machine the other day on Facebook Marketplace, and I paid $300 for it. It is a NSS Mustang. I think that's what they call it. Yeah, there's the Mustang. Yeah, it's a 2-speed, $300, and I used to own a low-speed version of this machine many years ago, and it was a good machine. They still are made. It's one of the, I think, better quality machines out there. And it was owned, I bought it from a janitor who had actually purchased it from a store he had worked at, where they had used it in the store to, I guess, buff the floor once in a while. So I don't think it was actually used a whole lot. But it's pretty grubby, typical for a janitor-owned rotary buff, a floor buffer. Often they don't seem to be too concerned about how they look, but anyway, I'm going to give it a quick clean here, and then we're going to take a look at it. Let's just get the worst of the grime off of there. I like to keep my equipment nice and clean looking, because I'm going into people's homes, and I think the equipment should look good. You don't want to be going in there to clean something and they're looking at your machine thinking, boy, that thing needs to be cleaned. Anyway, let's go over here and give it a quick little run. Now, when I talked to him, he actually thought it was a 15-inch machine. And the reason he thought so is because the pad driver is a 15-inch pad driver, but it's a 17-inch machine. But he called it a 15. I thought it was pretty odd when he told me that a 2-speed machine, 15-inch 2-speed machine. I thought that's pretty unusual. Never heard of such a thing. But anyway, as soon as I saw it, I realized no, that's a 17, which is fine. That's what I really expected it would be. And I do have another 17-inch machine, 2-speed, which is actually sitting right there. That's a Hawk. And that's another good brand. But anyway, let's give it a try. I actually never ran it because I actually met him in a parking lot halfway between. Well, actually, I drove for an hour and a half and met him just south of Penticton at OK Falls, which is just south of Penticton. He actually, the machine came from Osoyoos, which is right at the border. But anyway, let's see what we get here. Okay, we got the safety lockout, and I guess that's a reset switch right there. Not sure why he's got that on there. Interesting. And then that speed switch is right there. That'll be the high speed. Definitely sounds good. I'll switch it down to low speed. Started on the low speed first, but give me a sec here. I gotta get the little doggies out here. They're gonna come out with me. Here they come. There's Billy the Kid. There's Jesse James, and there's Calamity Jane. Okay, guys, we're gonna give this a try. See how it feels. Locks in nicely. Kind of moves up and down. Sometimes they get kind of compressed. My buddy Roger has one in a machine, and it has the issue with the tube has crushed a little bit. I think this is a heavier gauge steel on this one, so that isn't likely to happen. Sounds good. No unusual noises. Seems to be running smooth. I think the newer version of this machine, they have a variable speed, whereas this is just a switch high and low, which is what most have. My Hawk has a switch. Got a wobble there, but I think that'll be either the pad or the pad driver itself. I'm not so sure about this pad driver. That's a unusual pad driver. This is a 17-inch pad driver, so we'll try it with the 17-inch pad driver I got here. Should be a standard. See, that's exactly 17 inches. So, and that's a great pad driver to use for the 17-inch machine, and then run with a little bit larger pad, like a 19-inch pad. Then you get an inch larger, or past the pad driver and out past the bumper a little bit. We'll try it like this anyway. To the low speed first. Oh, that was weird. Okay, let's try something else here. I'm going to try a two-way pad. Oh yeah, this actually looks pretty good. Doesn't have any no rust down here even. That's pretty cool. That tells me it hasn't been used much. The one I had years ago, I ended up I had to pull the shroud off, and I got it powder coated because it started to rust. Let's see if we can get this stuff. Oh, we're in. Go back to low speed. Oh, much better. Okay. I'll admit I don't prefer the yellow color, but it's okay. It just has a janitorial vibe to me. Anyway, we'll unplug it here. And one thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop the motor cap off, and we're going to take a look at the condition of the carbon brushes, because the two-speed machines don't have, they're not a capacitor motor. They have carbon brushes, and there's two separate windings in them for the low speed and then the high speed. So there's no capacitor, but there's the carbon brushes, and the carbon brushes do wear over time. And if you have a two-speed machine, you should be keeping your eye on your carbon brushes. They do last a good long time, and then one day you'll go to start it up and it'll stop, or it won't start. Oh, okay, we got the switch there. Looks like I'm not going to get to the carbons from here. I'd have to pull this top off. Oh, I can see them in here though. I think. Let's have a look. Got a fair amount of dust in there. I'll have to try and clean that out of there. The cooling fan is at the bottom. And there's a kind of a I think there's a on these. I think there's a sort of a spring-loaded switching thing in there. I don't know what they call it, but anyway, I guess I can't look at the carbon brushes unless I pull that off of there, and I'm not sure if I really want to do that. I think that actually pulls the motor apart, and that I don't want to do. Some of them do have a brush light that turns on when your carbon brushes are worn down. This one is an older model, I would guess. 1.5 horsepower. Yeah, see, it says right on there 17-inch, 12 amps. I think it says 12. Yes, 12 amps. And there's the serial number. That's 08. Yeah, 0. This is wax on here. Is it made in 2008? I guess so, maybe. I don't know. We do have rust here. But overall, it's actually not in bad shape. So anyway, I'll give it a good clean. And I do have a tank back in here somewhere. Yeah, right here. Which I could probably put on there. And then, you know, I'm not sure whether I'll keep it or not. I'm sort of debating whether I will or not. But otherwise, I'll pass it on to somebody. Maybe my buddy Roger might want to buy it. Maybe down the road. We'll see. Anyway, I just thought you guys might be interested to see that. So I guess I'll play around with this thing today and get it cleaned up and see if I can get this thing on the road. This is a U.S. products tank, which I've had laying around for a while. So that's actually the tank I had. I had one of these tanks on my previous NSS machine. So yeah, maybe I'll be able to get it rolling before the day is done. Anyway, I thought you might enjoy seeing that. So thanks for watching and have a good day.